Hi there everybody and welcome to another video. So on today's video I have this Toyota CHR. This is a 2019 hybrid version and we're going to have a look at the location of the fuse boxes. Now each fuse box has a cover, and that cover, if you turn it around, it shows you what the fuses are for. There are also some relays, and I think with Toyotas usually the cover also shows you what the relay is for. So hopefully, if we're lucky enough, we can see that as well. However, in this particular car, I have one cover that's missing, and the cover that's missing from one of my fuse boxes is the one in the interior of the car. So I won't be able to show you the fuses that are shown, what they're for in the cover. But if you find a cover, then in your car it should be there, then you'll be able to see it. So according to this manual or maintenance and care booklet, there is a few fuse boxes in the engine compartment. So we have an engine compartment type A fuse box. We'll have a look at that. That's got some relays in there. And then we have a engine compartment type B fuse box, and then type C fuse box, which is next to the battery. And then inside of the car we have, for it says left-hand drive car, it's sitting under the steering wheel, sort of same position as it is for the right-hand drive car, only slightly different. We just have to remove this panel for this car and we'll find the little cover there, but my cover is missing, as I was saying. So let's go and have a look at the fuses. A broken fuse, by the way, it does show you here type A, type B, type D, type C fuses. It shows you in this diagram more or less what a broken fuse looks like, or a blown fuse really. So that would be a good fuse, and if you see the little filament inside, it's like that, then it's a blown fuse. And same with all of them really. It's just they look slightly different, but they will all have the little filament sort of blown inside. Same with that one there, you can see that quite clearly. So let's have a look at the ones inside the engine, or under the bonnet really. We'll start with the one that's on the left here, and if you press on that little clip there and this one here, that cover should come up, and there's only one fuse there and some relays. So if we look at this as well, you'll be able to see one fuse, a 10 amp fuse, and the rest are relays, and it sort of tells you what those relays are for. But you could always type this in like DFE. If you don't know what that is for, type a relay DFE on Google and you're most likely to find what it's for, or PTC HDR number 1 and so on, fan number 3, fan number 2. So this is, at least they actually show you more or less what these relays are for. Most cars don't actually show anything. Right, so the next fuse box, it's sitting behind this cover. That's the battery there, this cover. You do have to open the sides here and sort of take this out of it, and this doesn't really tell you what these fuses are for, but these are the fuses here, and these are quite large fuses, so normally you wouldn't change those yourself. If something, one of those blew, that would be quite a major thing, so someone else would have to change those. And the next fuse box is the one here. Again, press the clip, press the two clips at the top, get the cover out. There's a bunch of fuses there and some relays. You have mini fuses and you have all the types that shown on that booklet are here, and you would have to check. Right, so basically these little windows here, or they're like transparent glass, allows you to see the fuse in there, and you would be able to see if they are broken or not. But it is a little bit difficult to distinguish, so you'll have to have maybe a light and whatnot, and see the little filament, and these ones as well. With these other ones, if you suspect a blown fuse, then you would use this little key here in order to remove the fuse that you may suspect is blown. And you can have a look at the list here, and it sort of tells you what they are for. You have a 30 amp wiper fuse there, and so on, 15 amp, 20 amp. So this list goes down like this, and that's how it goes down in here, basically. So that position this way matches that, not like this. And so, as I was saying, if you were looking for a specific fuse, then you get the little key, check for the fuse that you're looking for, and then if it was a horn fuse, there is this horn 7.5 amp, and then you look for that horn fuse, which would be this one here. You pull it out, check the filament, and obviously if your fuse is okay, then you may have a different problem. But that's more or less how you can check your fuses. But ideally you don't want to pull obviously all the fuses. Don't go pulling just fuses for the sake of it, because that would cause a lot of issues in the car. So just go to the suspected fuse and check it out. You can also use something like a multimeter to check the voltage on that fuse, so in order to avoid removing it, because if it's not blown, then sometimes people pull fuses out and then they start causing different issues that that you might afterwards need to reset with an OBD computer or whatnot. And then also sometimes people remove a fuse and they don't put it in the correct slot, and if you go and remove 5 fuses you might get really confused. You can't read the card and mix all the fuses, so just be aware of that. And the next and last fuse box will be sitting under the glove box here, so we're gonna go down there. Okay, looking down here, you may need a flathead screwdriver, but technically what we want to do is take this cover out, and we have these little tabs here that we need to press. So you press them and sort of pull this down. So, but it can be a little bit hard, so using a screwdriver sometimes makes it a little bit easier. And there is 3 of those that we need to do. This will be a lot easier with 2 hands, because you can kind of pull the cover sort of down while you press the clip. So there's the clip. Let's get it out. Yeah, and then there's one more in the end down here. Same sort of idea. So I'm gonna get that out. Okay, with the cover down, if you look up here, you can see the fuses. So there will be a plastic cover on this which shows you what the fuses are for. I don't have the little cover because I've got a camera fitted to the car, and because we had to connect this cable there, the little cover wouldn't go back on, and it needed to be removed. Only I don't know where it's been placed. As a result, there's no cover, but yours should have a cover if you haven't got something like a dash cam fitted, which is this car has. And that's pretty much it, really. All of those will be the fuses. If they're actually, here's the little cover. Now, it's interesting, I failed to notice that. Somebody put it, cable tied it in there. So that was lucky. But you can see, it also tells you what the fuses are for. So door, fog, I don't know, AM1, some things I don't know what they're for either. Airbag, radio, and so on. So this is the little cover that you should find covering your fuses. So having said that, I hope the video helps. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next video. If you have any questions, do let me know. But I probably won't have access to this car after this video, and that means I won't be able to check for the fuses if you're looking for a specific one. So anyway, thank you for watching.